You're listening to the Chronicles of Living podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop on the road of life. You can't stop. You can't stop moving. Keep move. Keep that pace. You switching to gear. Let's go as we climb up the hill. Don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working. It's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady. Don't watch the clock go round.
Greetings, my visionary dreamers. How is everybody doing on Let's Talk Sunday? This is ADionne, your dream pusher, saving you from the world, from yourself, but I'll be right back.
We are learning, always turning later. Cannot stop the time. Always merging into lanes that better suit us as we ride. Switch it up. Switching to gear, let's go. As we climb up the hill, don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working, it's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady, don't watch the clock go round.
To all my newcomers out here, as I said, this is ADionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit. And you are listening to Chronicles of Living podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know us extraordinary folk doing a damn thing the best way we can. And yes, today's topic is never regret leveling up. Let me say that again. Never regret leveling up. So to the newcomers out there, well, first of all, to my veterans, my visionary dreamers out here, thank you so much for always tuning in, always coming back. This is episode 150. And if you've been following me from the very beginning, man, I love y'all. I really, really do. I see people listening from all over the world. I can remember just having that 1 listener, 2 listeners, 5 listeners, downloads, and I was excited. And now the show is worldwide. It's on every platform, from iTunes to iHeart to my own app in the Google Play Store and Spotify. I mean, gosh, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Don't regret leveling up. Don't, feel bad when you have other people around you that have the possibilities to do the same things. And when I say have the possibilities, we all have the possibilities to do more than what we're doing now. It might not be, as big as you want to right away, but you can do something to start leveling up. You got Alicia Keys has that song, it was A Brand New Me, and then Sierra has a song called Leveling Up. And to me, when I listen to that song, It's a Brand New Me by Alicia Keys. Now, I don't know all the words, but from, what I've heard and what I take in myself from the song, she's just saying like, look, I decided to make a change within me. I decided that it's time for me to be a brand new me. It's time for me to do things differently, regardless of who I'm connected to, regardless of what people are going to think about me making these changes in my life. A lot of us, just like last week's show, was, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting my shows. Basically, I was talking about who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're going to wind up becoming everyone else. That's what the show is about. So go check out that show. And usually I do shows maybe like 3 in a row that's somewhat the same, on the same topic, but I come at you from a different angle, because just like with school, when you're learning lessons, everybody learns differently. So this is why I work at coming at you in a different angle, but somewhat about the same topic. And first of all, Chronicles of Living is about us improving who we are to become a better version of ourselves. So all the topics are going to be based on that. It's going to be based on real life situations that we deal with from day-to-day basis, on a day-to-day basis rather. So, when Alicia Keys talking about a brand new me, a lot of people don't get that. Some people that you grew up with or family members, just like I was talking about when you decide to make that change to know who you are, they don't get you. And sometimes they can come at you in a way of, oh, you think you're too good, or, oh, what you think you above us, or whatever. And sometimes some of us, if we're not comfortable with making the changes in our lives and comfortable with, the new version of ourselves that we are slowly becoming, we can start shrinking down backwards so that we can fit back into where we really want to grow from, or where God is growing us from. Because we start looking at life like, oh my gosh, these are my friends and they've been here forever, and I don't want to be alone in this journey, or things like that. We start getting in our own head, just thinking of the worst case scenario as to leveling up, and what can we expect from leveling up? See, when we don't level up, we know what to expect. We know what's going to happen day to day. We know what, conversations we're going to have with our family members, our friends, our girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wives, kids, whatever. We know the conversation from A to Z. You know the conversation you're going to have when you pick up that telephone. But when you start to level up, and you start looking at life in a different way, and, it just starts to appear differently. The meaning of life, the meaning of your life, the meaning of your purpose in life starts to take hold of you. It's kind of hard to shrink backwards. It's kind of hard to keep. It's like you running in a race and you are the last leg. You're the leg before or whatever, and you have to pass that baton, and the person is just taking too long to grab the baton from you. So it's like, dang, should I just finish the race because this person is not catching on to this baton? You cannot slow down for people. I had to get to that point in my life where, some people I can revisit and I can share with them who I am now. And if they're not on the same accord, and if they don't want to be on a journey with me, no matter who it is, then I have to determine how is it that I want to continue to have a relationship with that person, whether it be family member, friend, whatever. You can still have a relationship with the person, but I don't believe that if you have people in your life that are stagnant or just want to stay in the same mindset, and they're not willing to grow, they're not willing to learn about the true essence of who they are and the power that they possess inside, then you got to keep moving. No matter how you are connected to that person, how much you're attached, how much you love a person, you have to keep moving, because, your journey is your journey. And whoever decides to come along on that journey, or whoever God decides that is supposed to be within that journey with you, they're going to level up. They're going to level up right along with you. As a matter of fact, they're going to be excited about leveling up. They're going to be excited about new changes coming in their lives too. They're going to take a little bit of your mojo and get excited and be like, yeah, what's next? Let's do this or whatever like that. But when you have people that's just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to stay right here. And I'm just going to stay right here. Because this is good. I know what's going on in my life from day to day. And I'm cool with that. And they don't want anything more. You can't continue to hold on to that connection, to that relationship. Because eventually you're going to start going backwards. With your mindset, with your whole purpose. You're going to start slowing down with your purpose. And after a while, you're going to start losing sight of your dreams and your visions because you want to stay connected with people that don't choose to level up in their own lives. So therefore, there's nothing to share. There's not a real conversation anymore because you're on one level of reaching for one level and they are continuing to stay on the same level. So the conversation is not going to be exciting as it was before. You get what I'm saying? And I'm sure that, you listening to the show, then obviously you have dreams and visions that you are working at achieving. I don't think you could come across this show randomly, but if you're listening up to this point, that means that you want to level up and you want to learn how to level up. If you are still listening to this point, because that's how I do, I want to learn something new every day. People don't get how I could just be so focused, and when I say be so focused, how I have enough focus and discipline to know how much of the world I want to take a part in. Let's say that. Like, for instance, social media. I know I have to get on social media to promote the show more. I know this. For business, for connections, so that I can, level up on that end of things. I know this. But far as being on social media, just to be on social media, it's not me. For me, my time is more important. And that's not me taking any shots at anybody that chooses to be on social media all day. That's their life. But for me, time is valuable, and there's only but so many minutes in a day, so many hours in a day. So therefore, and then you got to sleep some of those hours so to get your rest. So therefore, I want to take advantage of every hour and minute of today, so that I can look back at my day and know that it wasn't wasted. That it wasn't wasted on people. It wasn't wasted on things that's not beneficial to me or not beneficial to my purpose. That it wasn't wasted on relationships that's toxic or that's, every time you turn around, you're having arguments or disagreements or things of that nature. And it's making your vibration lower, I don't have time for chaos. I don't have time for bullshit. I really don't. So therefore, I make sure that I release myself of any drama that I believe is coming my way, or any, let's say arguments or something that I know is just won't be solved because of the person's mindset. I just remove myself. I remove myself from the relationship, from the situation, whatever. I just keep it moving. I just don't have the time and the energy. I'm not getting no younger. And even though I'm getting older, I feel young because of that. Because I choose to release myself of relationships that I know. And when I say relationships, y'all, in case you're just tuning in, I don't mean just intimate relationships. I mean, relationships of all sorts, all types, family, friends, intimate, whatever. I relieve myself of the relationships that is not beneficial to me or to my purpose in life. Period. I can love you from afar. That's just how I feel, where I'm at right now. I've been doing a lot of self-reflection, and I'm not about to continue to go after people to help them to believe that, okay, you can do this to level up, or you could do that to level up. There's more to you in this life. It's more for you to do in this life. I have to make sure that I give myself a time limit when I'm dealing with people like that, because I am one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, you're so talented. You have so many possibilities. You can go so far. And I see the possibilities, the potential in people that sometimes they don't see within themselves. And therefore, I kind of push and I want it for them. And I realize that a lot of times I want things for people that they don't even want for themselves. And I had to learn that lesson for myself, that it's a waste of my time to continue to support people in their dreams and their visions. And they don't want but so much for themselves. They only want to level up to a certain degree. They don't see what I see. Or maybe they do. They see what I see, but they're not willing to put in the work that I know they need to put in. Let's say that. And so therefore, and even with my clients, when I deal with clients, when I'm helping people with their business and get things in order, and I'm telling them like, look, okay, you called on me to help you. You paying me for this service or whatever like this. This is your homework. This is what you need to do to get to this point with your business or with your talent or whatever you got going on. And I find myself going back and like the kids, like, you didn't do this. You didn't listen. You're a whole adult. Okay. This is your dream. This is your vision that you came to me to help you with. So if you don't want to do these things and it's a whole month later and you still haven't done at least task 1, 2, and 3, then what am I here for? I'm going to keep it moving from this. You don't even have to worry about paying me. I'm good. Because you're a waste of my time. I'd rather work with people that's ready to do the damn thing the best way they can, that know that they are extraordinary. And even if they don't know, at least they can be honest with me and say, you know what, ADionne, I'm so glad that you believe in me like this and that you see what I can't see. But I'm going to be honest, I'm struggling with believing in myself. I just can't see it. Can you help me? Can you help me to see what you see for me? Let's say it that way. I'm good with that, because at least a person is leveling up and they admitting that, you know what, I really can't see it. Maybe because they have been told all of their lives that they can never be what it is that I'm telling them I see in them. And that's the problem majority of the times. I'm different. I realize that. I believe in myself. I believe when God gives me these dreams and these visions, I believe that I can accomplish them even when I never had any experience within the field. I didn't go to school for it. I didn't finish my college degree. I went, but I stopped. I learned what I learned, which was good, but I stopped. And because I wanted to make sure I didn't put myself in too much debt for my son to go. So that was the decision I made. But in spite of that, I still went to the school of Google. Let's say that, of YouTube. I learned what I can learn off the internet, through books, through buying books. Amazon is my friend. Like, I'm serious. I just decided, like, look, right now, I don't have the finances to be making sure he's straight, making sure I'm straight. I apologize, y'all. I have the window open. You know, you got live folks every now and then. So I apologize if y'all hear anything in the background. Anyway, I had to make that decision. To me, at that time, he wanted that experience of going to college, coming out of high school. And I wish I could have had the experience coming straight out of high school and going to college and staying on campus. So I'm like, this what you want? Okay, we're going to do this. So that was the decision I made. Now, I could have sat there and said, you know what? Well, I don't have the money to go to school and to further my education. So, okay, I'm just going to go and just work, and I'm never going to pursue my dreams and my visions. I could have made that decision, which so many people do. And that's not to take shots at those people, because if you don't have people around you that see more in you and that believe in you, and you only are surrounded with people that feel defeated every day, then, okay, I can't blame you. It's kind of hard until you decide for yourself that, you know what, there is more to life than this. There is more to life than what I'm doing. There is more to life than what I have, regardless of the risk that needs to be taken. I need to get out there because this is a big world and there are so many things. And like I tell, when I go teach my kids, like this entrepreneur class I'm teaching right now, and fashion class I teach the kids. And I told my entrepreneur class, I think that last week when I was teaching them, I told them, listen, I am no smarter than you. No one's smarter than you. The difference between smart people and people that think they're not smart is that the smart people educate themselves. That's the only difference. A lot of people think I have a lot of different degrees because of the knowledge that I have. And when they find out that I didn't finish college, they're like, what? Wait a minute. How you know this? And how? I'm like, listen, I like to read. I like to learn. I like to research. That's what I invest my time in. Yes, I do go out. I do have fun. But to me, while other people are watching television, and while other people are on social media, and while other people are dating multiple people, I use all of that time to educate myself. I use that time to level up on my life, on my dreams, on my visions. I'm sorry if y'all heard that. My computer talking. But that's the difference. I'm just more disciplined than a lot of folk. I'm more disciplined. I find joy in learning. I find joy in growing, where some people think that's boring. I get excited about that. I get excited about taking on new tasks and challenges to learn something new. I get excited about that. And other people might think that's boring. It's not. To me, that's how I'm wired. And I'm grateful for that. Because of that, I have gained a lot of opportunities, met a lot of people, and I have learned about different cultures, different ethnic backgrounds, why people think the way they think. I know how to talk to people that grew up in the hood, to people in corporate, to people in between, because of me leveling up and learning about the different cultures and why things are the way they are, why people are the way they are, why they think the way they do. And I don't even have a psychology degree, but stuff like that interests me. So therefore, I study people. That's part of my leveling up. So when I say level up, I don't just mean as far as your dreams and your visions. I mean, leveling up as far as a parent. I mean, if, once your kid is a certain age, look, they got to level up for themselves. They have to learn for themselves. Like I told my son, when you graduate, You got 2 years. Pay off whatever loans, and then bye-bye birdie. You have to get a life of your own. You have to make whatever your own mistakes. I feel like I have taught you enough. Now, that's not to say I'm not going to be there for them. Yeah, I'll be there for them. But for the most, I just believe that we do our kids a disservice if we're constantly, holding them. That's holding them back. When your kids make mistakes and they got to learn, yes, if they helping themselves and they going through, definitely help them out. But if they just wilding out, just doing whatever they want to do, messing up their lives, you got to let them go. You got to let them go and figure life out for themselves, because then you get dragged all into that. Yes, they're your kid, but once they get in their 20s, yo, you remember when you was in your 20s, you did what you wanted to do, regardless of what people told you to do. So you can't stop a person from doing what they want to do. You have to continue to live your life, level up with your purpose, with your journey, and maybe the people that's around you will be inspired enough to start leveling up for their life, for their purpose. And that's how I feel. And I feel like, my friends, they tell me like they get inspired by that because they know how many times I've taken falls and things didn't work out for me. But I continue to get back up and level up and find the next venture or the next challenge that I can conquer, that I need to conquer in order to go further, in order to learn more about who I am. Because that's what leveling up is about. Learning who you are and growing as you go. That's what it's all about. That's what this life is all about. I keep telling y'all, Earth is a big school. This universe, this planet is a big school. Where you live at is a big school. Where you grow up at, where you move to, it's all a big school. There is something for you to learn from every environment that you are placed in, from every relationship that you have. There's always something to learn about yourself. And sometimes it can be painful and sometimes it can be exciting. You got to take the good with the bad in order for you to grow. Who was there? Let me see. You got to feel it to heal it. Yeah. Somebody I was watching on YouTube said this. You got to feel it to heal it. And what I took from that is no matter what things come your way in life, if it's painful, you need to feel that pain to heal it. You need to know why it's painful, why it hurts you so much, why it annoys you so much, in order for you to heal it, in order for you to have that aha moment as to why this certain thing, this certain person, or whatever the situation is hurting you or bothering you in some type of way. Why is it taking you off your balance? What is it about that person, that thing, that situation that's knocking you off your level? What is it that is keeping you from leveling up about that thing, that person, that situation? You gotta feel it to heal it. I should just do a straight show about that. I think I might one day. But you do. There have been many times I felt a lot of pain. I've cried over it and healed from it, and I can look back at certain situations and say, dang, wow, that was not as hard as I thought it was. Or why did I get so emotional over that, or over that person, or over that thing? Why did I get annoyed with that person? Or you can look back at situations and at people in your life and then say, what was wrong with me? I'm going to tell you what was wrong with you. You was in your growing stages. You were growing from that thing, that person. You were growing. You were leveling up. There are levels, there are stages in our lives that we have to be open and receptive to receive in order to become the best versions of ourselves. But we have to be open and receptive to receive it. That's it. God can want to bless you all and want to give you favor and want to bring people in your life to be a blessing, all Mother God, Father God wants. But if you're not open and receptive to receive the blessings and the favor that is supposed to be yours, then you just self-sabotage your level, your next level. That's what you do. You self-sabotage, and then guess what? God will choose someone else to give your blessings to, because you denied it, because you self-sabotage. You didn't believe in the blessing. You didn't want to receive it. So why should God continue to force feed you? This is why it says in the Bible, like, it's not a forced thing for you to believe in God. Because you know why? If it got to be forced on you, then it got to continue to be forced on you. And God ain't got time for that. Or Mother God don't have time to be force feed you when there's all these billions of people in the world that is just open and it's like, can call on God to just guide them on their purpose along the way and be thankful and grateful for the guidance from day to day. I know I don't have time to force feed people anymore about whether it be a relationship with them, whether it be me supporting their gifts, their talents, and telling them, like, you know what, you can do it. You can do it. You got more in you. I don't have time for force feeding anymore. I have to focus on my levels, and I'm open and receptive to those who want to come along on my journey with me and level up together. Let's say it that way. That's where I'm at. I'm open and receptive, but I'm done with the force feeding. I'm done with that. I don't have time to keep looking back and to wait for folks to catch up. It's done. Like, either you want to be on this journey or you don't. That's it. That's where I'm at, you know? So I choose to give my time and my energy to those who's ready to go to the next level. And when I say those, again, I'm talking about relationships of all sorts. You know, your family, your friends, you know, your intimate relationships. That's where I'm at. I don't have time to convince folk anymore. Either you with it or you not. That's it. For real. So I'm not going to make this show very long today. That's it. Level up. Don't regret it. Don't feel bad when people talking behind your back just because, you know, your dream or your vision is moving and is growing. Because we all have the ability to have things in our dreams and our visions come to life. Do I have all my dreams and my visions that I would love to pursue? No. But this is one of them. My books is another. So that's two of my dreams and my visions that I leveled up on. And I worked hard at, and I made sure they became a reality through the guidance of Spirit, of God. Me praying, me believing in the vision that was put in me. You know, regardless if I have support from anybody physically or not. I'm moving. I'm getting it done the best way I can. And that's why I could come on this show and say that to you guys. Because I have two tangible things that you can see that I've worked hard at. And that was at one point, just a dream, just something that I was talking about, just something that I had to level up and start to believe this is possible for me to do. This is possible for me to achieve. But in doing that, I had to take the time to be disciplined and focused to research how can I put together a podcast. Not just how to put together a podcast, but how do I go about, why am I tongue tied? I'm sorry, I really need some water. But how do I go about getting the podcast on all the different platforms, the major platforms, so more people can hear it? How do I do a podcast? How do I put together an intro? So many things that I had to learn before pursuing this podcast show. And now I am up to episode 150. Just because I'm not, I don't have like 1 million people listening, and who knows, I might, because it's on so many platforms, I don't even know. But the bottom line is I'm doing what God put on my heart to do. I'm doing something that I know is the purpose in my life. I'm giving back to this time, space, reality. I work hard at making sure I come on here to uplift people, to give y'all a positive and encouraging and motivating message so that you can take and add to your life and believe more in yourself if you don't have people that's physically around you that believe that you can level up, or people that's hating on you because you are leveling up. I had to be disciplined to learn how to put together the books that I have, to learn how do I get it on Amazon, which I had to learn that when my son wrote his books, and when a couple friends wrote theirs to help them out, But that was a task that I had to be willing to take on, to level up, to find out the information so that I can make it become a reality and level up. And now I have 2 books, really 3, but I need to update the 3rd one. But I have 2 books available for you guys to get: the 90-day Visionary Journal and the Transform Your Life Visionary workbook. I don't know what's going on today. Anyway, but you can go on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or just online and type in April ADionne Williams in Amazon, and my books will come up and you can buy them. Same thing in BarnesandNoble.com. So I say all that to say I have receipts as to how I had to get my mindset ready to level up and put a shield around me to not listen to other people. And as a matter of fact, just be quiet. I was quiet. Nobody knew what I was doing. Nobody knew I was putting together the podcast or the books. Nobody knew that. And sometimes that is the best method. It's just be quiet and do it and let people see it when you're done. I had to learn that, because before I used to be so excited to tell people about my dreams and my visions, and I learned that a lot of people would talk down. Some people wouldn't believe it because of what they know as far as my school, my education or whatever like that. Like, how can you build a website? You didn't go to school for that. Oh, I'm going to build me a website. That's how my mindset was. And I got on that computer back in 2009 and I researched and I learned and I made mistakes and I had failures. But now, come up to today, I have a couple of websites that's mine. I've built a few websites for people because I decided to level up and learn what was on my heart to learn. I didn't take the easy way out. I didn't take the safe route and stay in my comfort zone. I decided that I wanted to expand who I am and my capabilities and what I can do, what I can offer. So if I never took on those tasks, the people that I was able to help and these kids that I'm teaching right now, entrepreneurship and fashion and web design, they would never learn this stuff. Maybe they would, but maybe they might be paying for it in school. instead of getting a head start from somebody that was willing to share knowledge with them. You get what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. Us learning so we can inspire others. So we can encourage and motivate others through the way we move, through us leveling up, through the action that we take, through them seeing us fail but get back up and keep it moving like we never even failed. So we got to get out of that mentality of being afraid of the unknown, being afraid of failure. Because when you fail, you learn the better way of doing things. You learn more about yourself, the things you need to adjust with that thing you're working on, and with your discipline, with your mentality, and with your action that you're taking. Okay, guys, so I did say I wasn't going to make it short. I think I need to stop saying that, because every time I say that, it wind up being longer. So I think y'all get the point. Level up, guys, and don't regret it. You know, shake them haters off. Shake the people that's doubting you. Shake them off. You don't owe them anything. You don't. You are responsible for you and for your purpose, for your journey in this time, space, and reality, for what it is that you have to offer the world. That is what you are responsible for. You are responsible for making yourself happy, okay? That's what it's all about, guys. And if you meet a significant other that's willing to level up with you and willing to both of you share in each other's dreams, visions, and goals and support each other, hey, that is the bomb, you know. But just make sure that who you connect yourself with is ready to level up. They ready to go on that ride. They ready to go on that journey, hiccups and all, failures and all. They ready to bounce back with you. That's the type of relationships you should have. Not all of them going to be that way, but you pick and choose the time that you want to give for. That's it. You set your boundaries, you stick to them, and you make people come up to your level. That's it. That's where I'm at. So, hey. There's nothing else I can say about that. So yeah, first off, I want to thank you guys again for your supporting this show. I really appreciate you guys. I just love y'all. I really do. I really love y'all more than you know. And make sure you purchase the books. Level up, y'all. Invest in yourself. Learn more about you. You know, pace yourself. Get the 90-day journal. Visionary Dreamers 90-Day Journal and the Transform Your Life Visionary Dreamer Workbook by April ADionne Williams. Okay? And this is ADionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit. And you are listening to Chronicles of Living podcast show. The show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. Us extraordinary folk doing a damn thing the best way we can. I love you guys. Until next Sunday, peace. Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Living, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you, because the best part of life is when you decide to live. To keep up with us, please visit chroniclesofliving.com. Until next time, this is ADionne, your dream pusher. I love you guys.